85% of people prefer text over email and phone calls because they want to engage in a conversation. All text messaging is not equal. Customers respond to people, not bots. Be more like people and start having conversations that end in conversions. Use Scipio.
You're listening to Steal This Idea, the only podcast that you're listening to right now.
You're a thief and a liar.
I only lied about being a thief.
Steal.
Lie.
We're gonna steal the ship.
Commandant, no, Lieutenant.
An idea that is fully formed, fully understood, that sticks.
Well, someone like you to steal.
Ideas are bulletproof.
I'm gonna steal the Declaration of Independence.
Steal this idea.
Okay, 3, 2, 1. Hello again, thieves. We're back. And there is more than 2 people in this room right now.
We have a guest.
We have a guest.
This is big.
This is a first time. And not only is this the first time it's a guest, this is the first time we're doing kind of a every week podcast.
That's right.
So if you didn't catch last episode, we talked about how every episode of Steal This Idea, we're going to, always talk about fun and interesting ideas, but we're going to save kind of the big, epic ideas with the slideshows for me and Andre every other week. And then on the off weeks, we'll bring in a guest and have one of their ideas, or we'll, kind of just talk about some of these, we call them STXs or Steal This Blank, whether it's Steal This Screenplay or Steal This Movie, whatever. So fortunately, in the room with us, it's Jordan Sargent.
Howdy. Thanks for having me on.
Welcome, Jordan.
Thank you. So just to clarify, I'm not part of the big epic idea week. Is that what I just
He's working
was notified?
You're working your way up.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
This
Gotcha.
is
The off-brand podcast, but you're here.
in some ways it's an audition, maybe
Totally.
you really wow us and the listeners, and they demand, we want more Jordan Sargent. So
Love it.
do not blow it.
Nervous.
Or you'll never make the name.
One shot here. Well, thanks for having me on, guys. When I first heard you guys were doing this, I thought, great, that's what the world needs is another podcast from a couple white guys. You are white, right, Andre?
Mixed race.
You got a good olive skin.
I've got a good amount of white.
But I gave it a listen, and it's awesome. So I really like what you guys are doing, and pumped to be on today.
We're breaking stereotypes, Not every two white guy podcast is lame.
No, exactly.
There you go.
Awesome. So this episode, what we're gonna do is we'll still do some good idea, bad idea. It's a crowd favorite. We all have 1 or 2 ads that have been pitched to us on Instagram. We're gonna go through here, and then Jordan's got a killer idea. We don't know what it is yet, but he can't stop talking about it. And then we'll wrap up. We have some feedback that we've heard from you guys that we'll chat about, and then we'll kind of wrap it up. It'll be maybe a little bit shorter of an episode. But let's start with good idea, bad idea. Jordan, I want to start with you. This pet.
I don't even know how to say it. So potentially a bad idea from the start.
So this was on Instagram. You saw this.
It was. Yeah. So
Petite Ply.
Oh, I've seen this.
So we're just going out with a bang here. Okay. This, if you go to the slideshow, you can see I dropped in another thing there. So anyway, what this is, well,
Earth?
Yeah.
let me explain.
No,
I think their thinking behind designing or coming up with this product. So I've got 2 kids. I got a 3-year-old, and I'm always having to buy new shoes for him, new clothes for him, because he is growing rapidly, like most kids do. Seems like every couple months you got to get a new pair of shoes. So I think they took that mindset and said, "Hey, let's do that with clothing, and let's make clothing that can fit up to 7 different sizes." I think that's what they.
Is this the best way to do this? I don't.
Right. So here's what we got here. So it's a really stretchy material. Almost looks like a little kid is a walking accordion.
Yes, exactly.
That's exactly
accordion
right.
is perfect.
Like he's decorated in Legos
just pleated
or something.
over and over
Over and over and over.
Folds.
Yeah, and so I guess you put it on, and then as you grow, it stretches with you.
Yeah. This is bizarre to me.
Bad idea.
I could see maybe just a jacket in it, or like one piece of clothing.
Well, the thing is, I mean, it's ugly as sin. It's the ugly. And
It's pitiful.
And what it actually goes against what's currently socially popular, which is to dress your kids up really, really nice. And instead, it's like, just throw them in a trash bag. And it's just like, see what comes out.
Trash bag stretched, and just throw them in it. Literally, this looks like it could be a trash bag.
It looks awful. But at least you don't have to buy a new set of clothes, I guess.
I guess. Idea. Yeah. Bad. I think it's a good idea because it is annoying having to keep buying clothes for your kids.
The pain point is there.
The pain point's there, but the execution is so far off.
Yeah.
A trash bag is a great way to describe how this thing looks.
Yeah, I don't know.
Bad idea or bad execution.
Accordion. Like literally picture wrapping your kid up in like a fully stretched accordion. And that's what it looks like. It looks
As they
terrible.
get bigger, I just can't imagine any child being like, I want to put that on again.
I think
Yeah.
the kid actually would probably love it because it's like stretchy and breathy and
Pretty
easy to
lightweight.
put on.
But don't you think they would just like stretch it all out and like mess with it?
Well, I think of like an actual trash bag or like a tablecloth or something. Kids are always poking holes and pulling at it, you know. Probably get something similar with this. I don't know what it's made of.
It's weird that it comes in black and
navy?
navy and like a teal green, and that's it. Yeah, I don't know about this one. Okay, yeah, petite ply.
I don't even know how to say it, so there's an issue there right from the beginning.
Is that how you'd say it, Andre?
Probably ply because it's like
Petite
pliable,
ply.
right?
Petite ply.
Petite pie. It's
Pie.
clearly not an English brand.
Yeah.
I think that they're
Given the model.
Yeah, that sounds like 3 thumbs down from the Steal This Idea crew here.
but
all right.
Jordan's. Oh, okay. Go ahead.
So I'm gonna the one I've been seeing a fair amount is this thing called Muse, which is like a headband. I don't know if you guys have seen this. So it's a headband that you wear. It looks out of a science fiction movie. You wear it around your forehead, and it kind of wraps behind your ears. And the idea here is that this Muse headband is reading your brain waves, and as it reads your brain waves, it then suggests or automatically plays certain relaxing music or motivational things.
This is weird. It
It-
looks supernatural.
Well, here's the weird thing: is that like it doesn't have integrated headphones, so like it's a Bluetooth, so Bluetooth to your phone, and then your phone plays the music. So like you're gonna wear this on top of headphones.
So this is just specifically to read
Measure your
your
brain
mind.
waves.
Yeah, just to read your mind.
Well, and there's an app that comes with it. And to give you an idea, here are some of the stats that are on the app. It says 1900 Muse points, whatever that is, 37 recoveries, and then 66 birds, which is super weird. And then it has like the birds on a timeline of like,
What?
2 minutes into meditation, you achieved 1 bird. Maybe like a meditation guru could tell us what that means.
Like a
but
tranquility something.
a
like,
tranquility bird. You've never heard of it?
yeah.
Really strange.
So I could see maybe if I went to like a relaxation place, like a studio, like hey, I like to spend 2 hours relaxing, and they say, oh, we have this new age relaxing thing, and you come and you put this device on. I get that, but as a consumer product, to
What's
like
the price point on this?
$250.
Yeah.
You want to look like Geordi from Star Trek?
Yeah.
$200.
Well, and it does nothing. Like I don't believe that there's any consumer device that can read your brainwaves and they're actually important or actually they mean anything.
Right. What's the science behind it? Is it like
Well, it's like, it's like a mood ring. It's like, am I stressed or am I just sweaty?
Exactly.
it's a mind
really
mood ring.
expensive mood ring that you put on your head, basically.
Yeah, I don't know who this is for.
They have a corporate wellness program. Should we inquire? Should we all hang out?
Here's the thing. I will wear this in the office and get ridiculed for the sake of this podcast. So if Muse is listening, I'll do it. But
Yeah.
there is no way that this is doing anything
I
for
want to know how
anyone.
many birds you can get in an hour.
Make it a comp. I'm way more relaxed than you could ever dream of, Andre.
Yeah, bad idea for me.
Really? I don't know. It definitely a bad idea, but I would try it too.
There's something compelling about
Because
it.
here's what would prove it for me is if, let's say I said, YouTube 30-day Muse challenge. I do this every day. If on day 30, the results actually were different, like I got better at meditation, that would be kind of cool.
Yeah. Have you ever, there was a podcast, I think it was on Radio Lab, where they talked about a similar device like this. You put it on and it taps into this like one part of your brain. It's like an electrical pulse though. It's not just like
So
reading
also
things.
fake, basically.
Well, no, so what they did is they had this simulation. It was like you were in almost like a golf simulator, but it was like a 360-degree shooter, and you had like a gun.
It's a shooter?
Like
I thought
you-
we were headed to a meditation device.
No, not meditation. So it was like, okay, there's all these people coming, you kind of shoot all the bad guys basically, right? And it was like catching your reaction time. And then they put this device on people's heads, and it like kind of shot this little electric pulse in your brain. And like everybody who had it on normally they complete the game in like 30 minutes, and people were doing it in like 10 minutes. They were like getting in this like zone.
Yeah.
With this like, because this electrical wave was like pulsing into them.
See, and that I want to try.
Yeah, that
That
sounds
does sound super compelling.
like I want to potentially get brain cancer from something.
Just
if it's gonna make it so that
It sounds like an Adderall, like you put on your head, and it's like
the instant
instant Adderall.
That sounds amazing. Now that to me, I would.
You could market that to gamers so
yeah.
hard.
Anyway, it's interesting. I'll try and link it in the podcast description if I can find it.
Yeah.
But I thought that was fascinating. This seems like a much lamer version of that.
You can get birds though.
But you get those birds. Andre, what you got for us?
I don't have anything, but I know. I think that Instagram is odd to me because I was scrolling through in preparation for this episode, trying to get a stupid ad. Just got really solid
You're like,
products I really like.
I want that.
And obviously, I'm open to products that I like, but not even anything interesting or new. Just like stuff we've already talked about or brands I already know about.
Yeah.
That being said, I want to talk about Jordan's second idea that's on this slide.
Yeah, so this is something I didn't see it on Instagram. I ran a half marathon the other day. I actually just put this in
No
so I
big
could
deal.
throw a humble brag in there.
Wow.
That's right. Yeah. No,
Are you tired or you're feeling pretty good? So
Oh man, I could run another one right after this.
No doubt.
No, but so they have this. It's kind of a big ordeal for the
running
pre-registration and the kickoff, and when you go, they have a bunch of vendors there, and this was one of them there, and they were called Roo Sport. It's like a kangaroo Roo Sport.
Yeah.
And here's the issue or challenge. Right when I saw it, I knew what it was. I've done a number of races and been running a lot this year, and when I go on longer runs, the debate for me is, do I want to bring my backpack or a small Camelback and have it bounce up and down? Or I've tried little fanny packs to put my salt pills and my gels and water and things like that. Did you even know salt pills were a thing? Yeah.
Jeez.
You need those. So anyway,
it's caffeine gummies.
yeah, you got to have those.
serious.
And but seriously, people need things that they can grab when they're going on long runs.
Yep.
And so the Roo Sport solves that. What it is it's basically a little pouch that you fold over your waistline on your shorts, and then it magnets on the bottom.
Yeah.
And it's got a pretty strong magnet. I tried it out the other day. I was
Interesting.
pretty
It folds
impressed.
like over the
So-
a sandwich is over the top. Or
Exactly.
like a
And then-
reverse taco.
Yep.
I'm obsessed with this.
And then
idea.
you can put things right through the top, like a phone, a bigger item, and then smaller items like your pills or whatever, just in a little zipper in the front. So it was $20, I think, $25.
Yeah.
I thought it was
a
pretty
great
awesome.
idea. I think. So you wouldn't know it from looking at me, but I also occasionally run. And
He runs to the kitchen.
yes, exactly. And my favorite running shorts have like the pocket in the back, like just one pocket right in the back, but it's not big enough for almost anything. And what I love about this is you could probably put it anywhere on your shorts, right? Like you can kind of choose your preferred orientation, and then it's big. Like you can fit a lot of stuff in it.
How do you guys feel about? Are you familiar with the flip belt?
Not.
So this is something a while ago I remember seeing, and as you described it, this reminded me of it. So this is a similar in function in that it holds your things as you run, but this is more like a spandex belt that you would just wear kind of around, and it's black. It would like mesh in with your existing things, but it's like almost like a travel belt where you put your keys, you put your phone, you put your whatever in there, and then you don't have to bring a wallet or whatever.
I'd be worried about it falling down. It's like just a
About the
spandex
belt, you mean?
Basically, yeah.
Yeah.
It just, I guess, depends on your hips.
Or riding up even,
Also
Yeah,
true.
I can see that.
Which would be pretty annoying.
Yeah, I mean this one would definitely depend. Which it does seem. I mean the roof sport, the fact that you can kind of clip it in almost like a
It's
cell
just
phone
a
carrier.
very different, like a very different way of doing it. I like the magnet concept, and that
Yeah.
you could put it anywhere.
$20 too.
Yeah,
I think Andre is close to putting another.
good idea.
Item in his cart.
I am seriously considering it.
Here we not only have a connoisseur of travel neck pillows, but also of
This reminds me.
convenient running devices.
I told Scott the other day that I gave in and bought Magic Spoon,
Oh yeah,
the low carb cereal.
I wanted to talk to you about that.
But here's the thing: is so our main criticism in our conversation was how expensive it was, and then I get to the like I bite the bullet. I'm like, I just want to try this. I'm trying to do the whole low carb thing. I get to the very end, and I'm like gritting my teeth because it's so expensive and such a waste of money. and then it's $5.99 for shipping. And I'm like, holy crap, this is the worst ever.
Now, did you end up getting the competitor one also?
I haven't bought it yet. The competitor one, I don't really like. It looks super wasteful because so the competitor is called Cereal School. So Magic Spoon is the traditional cereal in a box, but then Cereal School, it's like a pouch for every individual serving.
Oh,
so it's like
interesting.
you're basically buying a box full of plastic pouches full of cereal. So I just
Like that thing at Costco that has like the Fruit Loops and the little box, the tiny boxes.
exactly like that.
So if you're
except
a typical
worse.
teenager that wants to consume in some carb-free cereal, you're going to
Yes.
open 72 packages
You're gonna tear
for
through
one
that
serving.
That was the other thing is I'm like, if I buy this and then I got to open up 2 packages for my bowl of cereal, I'm going to feel really bad. So I better just.
That is very
stick with
environmentally
Magic
conscious of you.
Yes.
Okay, so you've ordered the Magic Spoons on the way.
Yeah,
It's-
and only 5 to 7 business days.
How convenient.
$38 later
mean,
for a bowl of cereal.
Like I ordered it probably Monday and it shipped yesterday, so I really won't get it for still another week.
That's amazing.
Which all the more reason that it's kind of a bad idea.
I'd ask you if you like bring some in and we can all do a taste test, but it's like
That's expensive.
It's like $3 $3 a spoonful.
yeah.
If I hate it, you guys can have as much as you want. But
really curious though. Yeah.
no, I'm interested. People say it tastes really good. I read a lot of reviews after I bought.
What about?
Wait, you read the reviews after you bought
After,
it?
yeah, I was like, actually,
Okay.
I should look
Just want to
into
clarify
this.
that.
Exactly.
I've made a huge mistake. What about the turtle neck pillow? I don't know if we've done
The
a full
turtleneck pillow. I remind me to bring it in because everybody should try it. But I love that thing.
So when I was listening to the podcast, I actually have tried one. I've tried one on.
Yeah.
And you're right. They do look like a medical device
Like a neck
on someone
brace.
who's
Yeah.
paralyzed, but they're actually pretty comfortable.
It's the best.
Yeah.
I love it. I wear it around the house sometimes. Like when my neck gets tired, I just kind
Andre's flipping on Jeopardy. He's like, well, I'd love to watch this in a little bit more comfort.
it's the best.
Awesome. All right, and Jordan, before we move into the bigger section here, because I'm really excited for your idea here. I'm curious, as you've listened to some of the earlier Steal This ideas, rank some of the ideas that you particularly have liked that you've listened to.
Oh, put me on the spot here.
Jordan's like, I've never actually listened
He's
to
like,
the
"Oh, I didn't
podcast."
Oh yeah, give me a second. No,
I mean, you don't have to rank them all, but if there's
I
ones like,
mean,
oh, I really like this
right.
one or this
Yeah.
one.
the one that keeps coming to mind is the little iPad type thing that you put on your door.
The marquee.
The marquee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's your favorite idea?
I wouldn't say it's my favorite, but for some reason it's the one that's coming to mind.
Yeah, people love that episode.
I love that mark. It's easily
a
the
good-
most.
it
It's
is
the
a
most
good
listened to episode.
And I
It
don't
is.
like the color idea where green, we're having a party, stop by. You know, that was kind of weird, but I love the idea of just having like written down notes where I'm on the toilet or whatever. I just say,
Come on
be
in.
there in a minute or come on in or whatever. Like
Yeah.
that seems pretty cool.
marquee could
No, I was for Marquee. I didn't hate on Marquee at all.
My buddy he works at a company called Pattern, and they do Amazon products
Reselling.
and reselling all that
Yeah.
kind of stuff. And he's like, hey, we have like an R&D department, and like that's what they do is like find products to make. And he's like, I could maybe make that. And I was like, it didn't seem like it'd be that hard. Anyway, it's all.
You
I
said
don't think
steal
it would be that
steal
hard.
it.
Yes, please, James,
What
steal
was your
this.
last idea?
What was my last idea?
So I did VIB, I think before that you did NextServe, which was the apartment.
Yeah. So apartment.
Oh, that's right.
services.
That's right.
Yeah.
I liked it.
I like that idea too. And then people texted me about that one too.
Yeah.
I'm really into it.
People don't. The one episode that I think is still great, the City Jump, for whatever
For
reason.
whatever reason, nobody listens to that one,
Yeah.
which I hate because I love that idea. I love that episode. Was there ever a time, Jordan, that we had an opinion, especially on good idea, bad idea, that you disagreed with? That you were like, that actually sounds really cool, or that you'd buy it? Maybe not. Maybe we've only had good opinions. Also, we really
I've
only
pretty
bring.
much agreed on most of them.
Yeah,
Like there's that cereal one where it's like half milk, half cereal. Like, oh, come on,
That's a
really?
horrible idea.
Terrible. No, I think I'd agree with you for the most part. I'd have to go do some more digging, but
Yeah, I think our opinions are pretty amazing generally.
I mean, to be honest, good idea, bad idea is really just bringing bad ideas.
It's bad idea, and every once in a while, Andre
Like
makes
today.
makes it. There's a good idea that kind of slips through the top, which is that's consumerism generally. Most ideas are not good. Awesome. Well, Jordan, I've now. Do we have permission to click the?
is it time?
I think it's
Is it
time.
time?
Okay, let's rock and roll.
Time for Jordan's idea.
Okay. So, a lot of pressure here.
Yeah,
This is big.
I'm stepping up to the plate, and hopefully I hit a home run here so I can be invited back.
Oh yeah.
All right. So, the name of this company is probably the worst.
I
Part.
disagree. I think
I like it.
You like it?
I do.
Okay, so I thought of this as I was laying in bed last night.
it's a little campy, but
It's very, if you're your typical dad, you're going to love it. It's a
Yep.
great name. Okay, so the name is Visibuildity, like visibility, but
Got it.
okay.
Yeah.
And it's providing visibility into your construction projects. Okay.
okay.
So here are some of the issues or challenges or pain points that we as consumers experience here. Particularly if you're a homeowner, if you are building a home, if you've got a construction or a manual labor project, these are kind of the issues. First of all, home builders are notorious for not sticking to timelines.
The worst.
Right? It's like,
The worst.
yeah, your home's going to be done in July. You're like, okay, I can plan on January the following year.
Did we say July? Because we meant August.
Yeah, and right, I'm not far off on that. Everyone can agree with that. The next thing is not knowing what the next steps are. I'm finishing my basement right now. I won't say the name of the company, but it has been an absolute nightmare.
It always is.
They gave an 8-week time frame. I think we're on week 21 now.
Oh my.
Like they started in February.
That's 3x.
This is bad.
That sucks.
Like I left 1-star reviews bad. Like this is anyway.
And I'm not a review guy.
So I never know what the next step is, right?
And here's the thing, we get it. Construction is like, it's things can get pushed back, but a little communication goes a long way, right?
Totally. Like
And that's the worst with home building, right? Is I will reach out and be, hey, are you guys painting today? You said you were painting last week. It looks like you're not here. Why aren't you here?
Right.
All it would take is be like, hey, we have 12 other gigs, other things to express. It's like, we're working on it. Sorry.
no, that's a great point. Like just communicate with me. If nothing else, like just communicate.
yeah.
Hey, it rained last week. We're a little behind. Great. Let me know that.
Yeah. It's like you have to play a project manager for your own
Yeah,
you really
project,
do.
which
If you want
there's
things
no
to
reason.
move forward quickly, you have to do that.
Yeah.
A couple other challenges is you'll go back and look at their work and you'll see they just kind of BS their way through it. They'll do the easiest or quickest thing opposed to necessarily doing the most
Yep.
quality thing, right?
Yep.
And especially as you're building a home, it's fun to go drive by the home and see where they're at. But after a while, that gets really annoying. It's like, I just want to know where we're at. Give me an update, show me a picture, something.
I do remember being like, should we go by the house? Like, as our house has been, should we go by? It's like, I don't know. We were by 2 days ago and there was the hole's still there.
yeah. And then you show up and nothing's been done. You're like, oh, why did I come? Yeah.
And then one day you'll show up and it's like, there's 4 walls and plumbing's done. You're like, whoa, I would have
Yeah.
loved to know that this, how long has this been here?
Yeah.
Totally. So those are kind of the issues around this. So what is Visibuildity? So it's a platform for general contractors and home builders to provide the homeowner or whoever's owning that project with an exact update on timelines, what next steps are, and if you're on schedule. Okay, this is going to be provided through checklists, images, videos, things like that.
Yep.
I feel like for some reason I didn't want to steer this towards an app. I feel like that's kind of a cop-out for some reason.
Sure.
But I feel like that's the best medium for this. So typically when you first sit down with your general contractor or your the foreman or whoever, they'll go through the project. Week 1's plumbing and HVAC, week 2 is electrical, right? They give you a timeline or an idea of what to expect. During the process, just like Scott was alluding to, it's week 2. Oh, painting hasn't been done. What's going on? You just shoot them a text or you call. They don't respond.
Or even like, I don't know what the next step is. Like,
Right.
oh, they need to do HVAC. I didn't even know that was in the timeline. Like, yeah.
Totally.
So just to see like, oh, there's 25 steps to this process, and like, oh, we're actually halfway there. Great. These last two, whatever 10 steps, they take a lot longer. But to know that like we're past big milestones is huge for any project that you're a part of.
Yeah, absolutely. So not necessarily just knowing a timeline, but what the steps are
Yes.
is helpful, is what you're saying. And so during this process, you're gonna get in visibility. It's not easy to say quickly. Visibility, and they're gonna break down the timeline. Okay, you're gonna have access on your side. They're gonna have kind of an admin portal where after they complete a task, they're gonna go in and either check it off or write a description of what they did. If it's worth taking a picture, like, hey, we just laid the foundation, snap a picture of that. That way I don't have to drive over and I can say, oh, wow, that's pretty cool. They laid the foundation. They're good. Looks like we're trending in the right way.
And there are things also throughout that process of like, we just got the shipment of your shower and toilet or whatever. We're going to put them in today. And they take a picture of that. And it's like, oh, wait, that's the wrong toilet.
I love that.
That's the wrong shower. Like we, in our house, it's like they put in a bunch of, we call them boob lights, but just like those.
Yep. Everyone knows what that is.
Those bulb lights there. And we specifically said, hey, don't put those in.
Yeah.
And so one day we went there, lights were not in. And then the next day, boob lights everywhere, as well as canned lights. And so it was like, okay, like had you just let us know, hey, boob lights have been delivered, we're going to install them today. No, don't do that. Let me stop you right there. We so you can course correct as to avoid this stuff. Which again, this is setting back their project, so they're gonna have to go and fix it, which is setting back 12 other people's projects,
Exactly.
right? So it's like having that customer input actually can save time, as opposed to extend it.
So you're providing them with accountability, but it gives you the opportunity to catch some of those mistakes before they even happen, right? So that's kind of it.
This is a good idea.
It's a good idea, and I know it's a good idea because me and my neighbor talked about this like a few months ago. But
Sure
like,
you did.
well, we talked about like, man, like, wouldn't it be nice if, because we went through this building process at the same time, wouldn't it have been nice had, because a good example, when we were going through the choosing our options for a house, we were choosing the colors, and we got to the door, and we were like, oh, what color should we do our door? And at the time, we're like, I guess we'll do a yellow door. Sure, that's fun. It'll match our colors. And then later, we're like, actually, no, we kind of changed our mind. Didn't really have a good way to communicate that. So we sent an email like, hey, we actually want to switch to a white door. That never got communicated. And then while we were there, we happened to be by the house watching it, and then they spray paint the door like the brightest yellow you've ever seen.
And it's still yellow, right?
And it's still yellow.
It's very yellow.
Yeah.
And it was like, well, we did communicate, but like now we're past the point. It's like, it's not worth,
It's a yellow door.
It's a yellow door. Here we
Yeah.
have it. And it's fine now. But like, yeah, in that scenario, like, it would have been so easy, so nice to be able to open up an app or log into my portal and be like, all right, where are we at? We've actually made a change here. And like, the hardest thing is, like, here are the two problems I see. One, plugging into every other, whatever systems that other general
That they're already using.
Yeah, I mean, they're probably not using anything, but if they are using something, like making sure that integrates. The other problem is, like, the reason a lot of general contractors, like, there is a big lack is they're contracting out everything. And so they're contracting out the plumbing to some other company. They're contracting the painting. And so, like, they have to, like, coordinate with these guys. And it's like, there's, like, triple layers of miscommunication, or, like, they're that far removed from the problem. And so, like, just figuring out a way to, like, essentially make a general contractor more accountable, like that could be a little tricky.
Maybe what you do is, because there obviously are dozens of different subcontractors and people that come in that don't know anything about us. They just know they have to come in and do X thing, right? So maybe the idea is you have I don't know, call it a kiosk or a big stand with an iPad in the middle that just stays there. Everyone that comes in, they know they have to check in, see the next step, check it off, take a picture.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
Something like that, maybe.
Yeah, I actually really like that.
So the actual device lives at the job site.
Right.
And that way, it doesn't matter if you're the plumber and you don't know who else is working on what. You're there to complete your task. And you don't have to get a login to that guy. You don't have to get anything to that guy. He just shows up, does his job, and marks it done in this, like, kiosk.
Yeah, I'm a fan.
The other way that I could think you could do it, because I'm kind of with you where it's like an app just seems like maybe not the most elegant solution. But what I like the idea is being able to sit down, log into a portal, and go through, like, the nitty gritty detail. Like, okay, what options did I select that I don't remember?
Yeah.
What's the timeline? Like, where are we at? Are we at risk? What's at risk and why? And what are the notes? And be able to have, like, a really granular view. But I think what would be interesting is if you could figure out a way to almost run the whole thing just, like, on text, where it's like, you set a timeline and the GC gets a text and he's just confirming at the end of the day, like, he replies yes, and that makes it done in the portal.
Okay.
Because you got mixed technology experience, right? Like, there's going to be a wide range of people with different abilities
especially
to
in
use
the
an
construction
app.
Especially, like, lots of guys with probably flip phones.
But what that might be nice is then all he has to do, in a world where we maybe do away with the kiosk idea that sits at the job site, then all he has to do is get a phone number that can receive a text down for the plumber, and then the plumber at the end of the day gets a text that's like,
have you
did
done
you
it?
do this
Just
today?
reply yes or no. Or
yes, and add notes. And then if you didn't, then add a note, right? And then it's all just running through text, and it's all updating back to a portal.
Got it.
And that way you don't, because what I really struggle with is if you have to get all these different parties together, it's going to be really hard to get everybody signed into an app. Like that's
Totally.
just going to be
Totally.
almost
Yeah,
impossible.
yeah, yeah.
But if you can somehow run it outside of like a secure sign-in session, then you start to look at a world where this could be really good.
That's why I like text, because obviously everyone is familiar with
Yeah,
that. So
anybody
that's-
can
that's
receive a
great.
text.
Well, and I think what you do is basically when the contractor signs up for the service or whoever, you like they configure, they have an area. It's like, all right, maybe they have a login.
Yeah, the
And then-
contractor sets it up
and
for
then-
sure.
and it's like, all right, here's my plumber. Here's the contact, and you kind of slot him in. So on any given project, they're basically sliding these people in to any given project. Project 25, I'm using these contractors, and then I hit start, and then that timeline starts, and then text messages start
Things
going
just
out.
start happening from there. Right?
Yeah. So the plumber gets a text once the project says, "Hey, project started. We'll look, slotted to finish this date. We need your services this week.
Yep.
We'll contact you once you get to that point." And to kind of automate that. I think that would work really
Right.
well.
Couple thoughts here. One, this might be digging into the weeds too much about the capabilities, but if it had some way where you could kind of flip through different products or styles, different vanities, or in your situation, like, hey, let's put a yellow door, see what that looks like. I don't like that. Let's actually select the next one, right? So kind of like a product suite all right within there that you can kind of flip
Sure.
through and choose.
I do think the kind of land and expand of like, okay, here's the use case here of coordinating your build project, that everybody would want that. And then on top of that, you partner with design centers, because that's another thing, right?
Right.
You pick all your options at design center, and you get this like 65-page PDF of like all your decisions, and that's it. That's all you get.
Yeah.
And so if I want to be like, what did we choose again for our floor type? You gotta sift through. It's not searchable. Like it's like a whole thing.
They'll send you a 3-inch by 3-inch little thing. You don't know what that's going to look like, spread across
Exactly.
a wall or a floor.
So I think one is you having something that interfaces with design centers and like shows you all your options, everything you picked. And then two, I think on top of that, you put this like, all right, this is what your house should look like. Here's an interactive housing model. Here are the options you have. Like you can swap stuff in and out. Like I think there are lots of tiers here. You can add lots of different value adds. And I guess the question then is like, are you selling this to just home builders?
Well, that was my next point or question I wanted to bring up is, and I've got an idea, but I want to hear what your guys' thoughts are on like a pricing model or, what's the revenue model here?
My thought initially would be,
There's only one way to do it. So whatever you're about to say, unless it's exactly what I'm going to say, is wrong. But continue.
well, I was going to say, pitching to home builders because they're big enough. They're it's like almost like a custom software model where it's like, hey, we're going to charge you $50,000 for like a rollout. It's going to be like a big expensive thing, but then you have it and then you get access to the system.
Yeah, you definitely sell to. It has to be the builder, right? I was trying to think like if there's a way that you can go out and do it, but obviously not. I think it's like a per build, like licenses, right? It's like you buy 50 for a year. That's how many active
And projects.
you have, or active projects you have.
Yeah.
Pay per project or per? Okay.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
I think so. I mean, of course, like we could have a whole discussion about like software pricing.
For sure.
Of course, it's like you cut special deals, you do all this stuff, but it makes sense that because then for smaller builders, you're charging them an appropriate amount for the number of customers
Yeah.
that are managing, and for larger builders, you're charging them more because they're working more projects out of it.
So in that situation, like you don't work with as many custom builders. Presumably, you'd want to work with those kind of big box.
Totally.
Like those would be your big cash cows. They're doing thousands of houses
But
a
it's
year.
also a software platform, so it's super scalable.
Yeah.
So even if you're selling to one guy that has one project at a time, I don't know how builders work, but you can sell to anyone. It doesn't
Right.
have to be huge ops.
Yeah, and to your initial problem, which is like somebody's finishing your basement, right? Like that's not a home builder,
Right.
But somebody could opt into like an individual contractor version of the software,
Exactly. Yeah.
where it's like, all right,
It's like I'm finishing someone's grass or something, right? I'm putting
yeah, exactly.
Kind of shift projects. a little
I'm
bit.
doing landscaping. So what
Yeah.
that's going to be is, I have to order the sod, I have to order the soil, I have to rake the soil, I have to level it, I have to put in the sprinkler, all these things, right? And like, this is what my timeline looks like, and then I text you or whatever, I hit check when those things are done. I think that could be really cool.
Yeah, and that's what I was thinking for the payment or the revenue model. Do you think there's any situation where, let's say,
Where Visibuildity is the name that you stick with? No, I don't.
no, not a chance. Gosh, dang, I was going to say.
Sorry.
It's a great idea.
Yeah,
Like,
it
just
is
to
a
get
great
that
idea.
out there,
Okay, I remember what I was
it's
going
a
to say,
great
so
idea.
everyone shut up. Appreciate you liking the idea, though. Is there a situation where you would pay for this? So let's say Flagship Homes or Candlelight or whoever's building your home, they say, hey, we actually offer visibility. Do you want to sign up for $10 a month to actually get updates of where your home's at?
Can I roll it into my mortgage?
You're going to have to pay interest on it, but sure.
I mean, I don't think that really works because then on their side, right? Because in a perfect world, the builder is enforcing the use of visibility across all of their like contractors.
Visibility.
So if they're only using it
is
for
what you
some
should call it.
customers-
That's what I started with was Visibuild.
Visibuild is what you should call it. Not-
Visibuild.
yeah.
I like Visibuild a lot.
Yeah.
So it doesn't make sense if it's like the contractor is only using the software on customers that are paying for it.
Yeah.
Versus they're using it every single time and they're
Yeah.
just always the customer pays for it just in a different way, right?
Right.
Right.
Less visible way,
And-
not opt-in way.
And if you're Flagship, right? Like you want to roll this into your offering because it's like, hey,
It's like another selling point.
yeah, it's like, hey, like you,
huge one.
Yeah, you get real time updates as every project is done. Like if anybody has gone through a project management, building a house, building anything, they know that process sucks.
Totally.
So that's if you're using Visibuild, right?
If you're using
Not visibility.
would be
Is that what we?
What would be really
Visibuild
cool
is what
is if then you can actually an additional income stream is one, you're selling the actual software product, but two, you're selling kind of a review marketplace where there's actual transparency into how often these builders are finishing projects
I like
on
that.
time.
Oh, interesting,
Are
yeah.
getting reviewed in the platform. This builder offers updates every day versus every week. Like
That's great.
and you actually have real visibility into that and just timeliness.
almost like an Angie's List. Like you could pay to get like analytics on all these contractors and builders.
and
like,
then pick
yeah.
better contractors as a result.
yeah,
right?
lots of ways
I like
to make
that
money.
spin-off. That's good.
Yeah.
Going
Well, you
on to
have the data already, so it makes sense. Like,
Yeah.
you're
Yeah,
tracking
that's true.
that data. It's just okay. Now let's just
a
build
matter
a
of
portal
inputting
to
it.
source it out.
Yeah. Go to the target audience there. You guys can see this on the website, but basically for homeowners or anyone who require manual labor or construction type projects.
Andre, you made it in there.
There's a good picture there of a
That's
few of our
the
favorite
most perfect
people
little
here.
family.
That looks like Kamala Harris, but that's not.
Yeah, who is the mom in this picture?
Stock photo mom.
Okay, so everybody else is custom people we know, and then the mom is just the mom.
Women's heads are harder to Photoshop because the hair.
I
so
don't disagree.
leave it alone. You know how that goes.
Well, we'll share the picture.
Yeah, I know what picture's going up for the
Yes,
next Instagram
exactly.
post.
So that's what I got.
I love
Love
it.
it.
Yeah,
One of the best.
You didn't disappoint,
Cool.
Jordan.
All right.
I think the people are going to like what they hear.
If I get a 90% approval rate, I'll be back next week.
There you
So
go.
let the people speak. I don't know what an approval rate means. If I get
How
X
many
amount
birds?
of birds,
How many
that's what I was
birds?
gonna say.
Ratings.
What was that thing called again? The actual
Muse.
Muse points. If I get
Muse points.
312 Muse points, I'm in.
Yeah, Thebes on Twitter, if you could, tweet in how many birds Jordan's idea is
Yes,
worth to you.
please.
Andre, I think we're going to wrap it up here. Give us the
I'll give us our old sign off.
old sign off.
We would love to hear from you. Send us an email with your ideas at idea@gostealthisidea.com or follow us on Twitter at gostealthisidea. Same on Instagram. Share our podcast with your friends. We are everywhere that podcasts are sold: Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, etc.
Apple and Spotify seem to be the highest.
Yes, that's where people generally find
So-
us. People love their Apple Podcasts, but a surprising number of Spotify users,
Yeah,
which that's kind of cool. I think that's everything.
that's it.
That's it.
Thanks for listening, guys, and we will catch you in the next one.
Do-do-do.
Use Scipio, the #1 engagement tool for sales teams that want more responses, appointments, and conversations. Message your leads and customers where they are on their phone. I'm not talking about phone calls. We're talking about true one-to-one texting. Use the code STEAL at Scipio.com for 2 free licenses. Use the code STEAL at Scipio.com for 2 free licenses. See you later, thieves.